Okay guys, so tonight's a pretty big night. We're going to be introducing our two new boys that we're borrowing to my females. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and introduce them, see how they react. Both these males have never seen a female or been around a female. So since they've never been around a female, the reactions can be anything from like, oh hey, who are you, to I'm going to bite your face off because you're in my space. So I'm going to sit here for about an hour or two, probably with the lights off, and just kind of like listen and try to watch what they're doing, because I don't want anybody to get hurt, and this is me introducing them, so if something does go wrong I can always pull them out. I still have other tanks set up, so it's not a big deal. But anyway, let me show you the females and who they're going to, and then we're gonna go ahead and introduce them. So guys, here's Rocky, big rock guy. I said that when we introduced him, and holds pretty true. Now if he will, I'm sorry buddy, will you come out? Yeah, come on out buddy. Rocky has the derpiest, cutest eyes I've ever seen in my life. He's hilarious. Yeah, come on buddy. Come on. There you go. So this is Rocky. And Rocky looks amazing, as you can tell. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the females we will be pairing him to now. So the females are Bella and Judy. Oh, and there they go. So, oh, well, I guess they're gonna know each other's there. And Judy's kind of running off. I just want to see the initial reactions of them, and I just want to monitor to make sure Rocky's not going to be too aggressive with them. I don't really foresee it being a huge issue, but it's just something you want to keep an eye on. The last thing you want to see is any gecko being hurt. Okay, so Rocky's making some sounds right now. I think he's starting to notice, like, hey, someone's in my zone. So as for now, this is kind of what I want to see, but I think he's about to make his move on her, and I don't really want him to bite her face. But just looking at the pattern of these geckos paired with him, I'm so excited to see what we get from this pairing. Judy's just roaming back there, getting in the foliage. Well, maybe what I'll do is I'll get Judy and move her down here to see how he reacts. Because it's more important for them to know and be aware that other geckos are in here. Because if they don't know another gecko's in here, they might be more likely to attack. And of course I'll be leaving food in here constantly and things of that nature, just because resources, I don't want that to be a battle between my geckos. So it's important to have plenty of resources for them. It almost looks like the females are way more aware of a male, or they might just be a little stressed out because they got taken from their enclosure to a brand new enclosure. So guys, Rocky's been really chill. Hasn't really shown much interest. He made a couple sounds early on, almost like not like a real like mating call or anything like that. He just kind of like gravelled his voice a little bit. So the girls don't really seem to mind him as much either at this moment. Yeah, see, he looks like he's just trying to get away right now, which is fine. I would rather deal with a male like this than like a super dominant, like bite him in the face male. So, and that was kind of whenever Mr. Butterworth, when I introduced him to his two girlfriends, I kind of had to watch him for a prolonged period of time, just because he was like, he's been bred before and he knew what to do immediately. So it's just one of those things where you just got to kind of sit here, watch it, and just see their reaction, because every male gecko is going to be different, and every male gecko is going to react differently to females being introduced to his enclosure. So it's just something to be aware of. You can see he's just chilling, so we're gonna give it a little bit and then we'll check on him. So while we're waiting for action from Rocky's side, I'm gonna go ahead and take Jessie here and put her Billy. And this is kind of we're trying to go for some pinstripes and maybe some quad stripe babies here. I think that would be really cool. So this pairing I'm a little more nervous about, but Billy's been doing good since I got him about a week ago now, and he's been eating, and he started eating, so that was good. But I'm just a little nervous because he's a bit more of a spaz than Rocky is. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Jessie in there now, and let's just see how he reacts to a female gecko being in his space. So there goes Jessie. I'm not sure if he even notices her yet. He's sleeping in a, I think he's sleeping, but he looks goofy as hell right now. So, I mean, but he is seriously a gorgeous, gorgeous gecko. So, let's see here. I'm peeking over. Rocky's still on the ground. Okay, guys, some potential action here. Billy is parked by his Jeep. You know, big Jeep guy, as we discussed. Got a big rock guy and a big Jeep guy here. Let's see how he is going to react to seeing a girl for the first time. So guys, like I said, anytime you introduce a gecko to another gecko, super important that you make sure that they are aware of each other being in a cage together. Because the last thing you want to do is throw in a female and, you know, while the male's sleeping, he gets spooked out and then they fight because he thinks it's another male, or he just gets scared. So really important for them to kind of just be aware that each other are there, and then typically from that point the mating process can happen and the courting and yada yada yada. So from that point, that's whenever you start to feel confident that as long as they know that each other are there, you will feel confident that nothing disastrous will happen. But with that said, anytime you're breeding, things can happen and you just have to check on things. You know, you just have to be very diligent and very aware of your geckos and how they're acting and what they're doing, how much they weigh, when did they last eat, who's eating all the food, you know, things like that you got to be aware of. So guys, I think Billy just became like more aware than other geckos in his surrounding. You see, he kind of like poked his head up a little bit, and his breathing has kind of increased there. So I think he just noticed Jessie chilling back there in the background. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this, and we'll see how this goes. Okay guys, so as you can see, Billy is definitely eyeing down Jessie right now. So let's see if it comes out to be anything. And over here, Rocky, been sitting here for 15 minutes, but, well, he's trying to get out, but that's okay, he's on the move. So, I'll keep you updated. And it looks like Jessie's trying to get out, so things are going swell here. Okay guys, so after about an hour of sitting here, Jessie has made first contact with Billy, so stay tuned for updates on this one. I think we're about to get some action. So guys, after sitting here for about 2 hours, nothing happened, so I'm pretty confident that we're gonna be okay and there's not gonna be any, like, you know, attacks or anything like that. I was more kind of just sitting here hoping that something would happen so I could film it for you guys, but 2 hours in, nothing's really happened. So we'll check in tomorrow. I'm gonna check on everybody, make sure there's no like bite marks or anything like that, where there shouldn't be bite marks, like on the legs or maybe the sides even. So we'll check on that in the morning. I don't really foresee there being any problems, but you really never know. So let's check on that in the morning.